Did you know that a majority of people fail on their New Year's resolutions by the second Friday of January? Well, that just passed. This is your little reminder to not give up on your New Year's resolution. Also, it's not too late to reflect, set intentions, create a mood board. Typically, even though this is the new calendar year, a lot of the new beginnings of the year for me start in the spring. I feel like I just come alive again, and I'm taking my time in January to really reflect and manifest and write my intentions down. And when I was starting to do this, I realized that I was being very timid with my goals and my manifestations and what I hope for, this year to come. And I said, Julia, stop that. We gotta think big. We gotta think crazy. We're gonna think as high as possible, because when they manifest, when they happen, we'll be reaching higher. Have just a little bit more faith in myself. So this video is gonna be, warning, a little yappy, but I'm putting chapters down below to make it easier for you to, kind of get to the area that you're interested in. So I want to start off looking back at my year. I'm really proud of myself because I spoke about this in my January vlog, but I feel like I just, don't remember a lot of things. Don't know if that's a trauma, probably. I set an intention to post a daily vlog every day this year, and I did that. It wasn't hard. I mean, it was hard, but as the months go on, it was easier. Also, in that vlog, I talk about how I've had my YouTube for a really long time, and a lot of my lack of growth was due to not being consistent. It was right when the whole pop of the beauty industry was going crazy. You needed the studio set up, and I just was a college student on a budget, and I couldn't do that. So I just was not there. I didn't think I was able to express myself as authentically as I wanted to. And even though the year prior to that, I was like, oh, this is my foundation year. I think last year was really my foundation year. I think I was able to really hone in to the vlog and be consistent. I took some time and I reflected. I watched all of my vlogs from the whole year, and I was really proud of myself that I kept consistent. I was also really proud of myself that I was actually seeing pieces of my wardrobe that I was wearing and I was still wearing today, or I was still styling it the same way. And I think it puts in perspective that, I was making smarter choices with my purchases. I was, honing more into my style, because, if a year later you don't even realize you're wearing it the same way and it's not influenced by any micro trend at the moment, then I think that's close to your style. I also started to care more about my hair. For a really long time I had a short blonde bob, and we're not dyeing her anymore because I don't wear makeup every day, but as long as my hair is put together, there's a little bit of something. I also liked that a lot of my friendships throughout my vlogs from January are consistent. They've grown, they've nourished. I hold a lot of value in my friendships and the people I spend my time with. So that was lovely to see. This year I really progressed in my professional career as an interior designer. I got a lot more responsibility, and I got to see a couple projects finish, and I think that was really exciting. Also, compared to 2023, this year was really chill. Nothing super dramatic, no situationships, no losses in every form, and it was a very just balanced year in a sense. And I think I'm very grateful for that, because the year prior to that was just very emotionally draining, and the year prior to that was a lot going on because I was living in another country at the time, and the year prior to that, it was 2020, and I was graduating from my 5-year professional degree and moving to France and yada yada yada. So this year, staying consistent and being just calm, I'm grateful for. And 2025, my word of the year is transformation. Last year it was patience. This year it's transformation. Every aspect. Friendships, career, creativity, just my life, just everything leveling up. Another thing I reflected on is just a lot of emotional I think I was very emotional last year because no outside sources were distracting me. I really focused on, what I wanted, who I am, digged deeper into, my own traumas, and not to quote Kylie, but just realizing things. I realized a lot of my hyper independence and a lot of my isolation and being introverted, I think, is due to past traumas in my life and past relationships, friendships, family, romantic, always letting me down or disappointing me in some way. And so I just created this hyper independence, thinking I can just solve all my problems by myself. And I broke down in December and realizing I can't fix that part on my own. So I also thought I was healing and dealing with romantic aspect of my life by myself. At the time, I thought I was being really strong and really independent, but I think I was being very bitter and pushing people and opportunities away and not putting myself out there because I've had such a disappointing relationship with men that I was screw it. But I'm opening myself up. This year, my intention is to put myself out there in both friendships, family, love, and making a little bit more of an effort asking for help. So those kind of wrap up my reflections of last year and begin my intentions for this year. And again, it's not too late for you to start your intentions. It's not too late for you to start your mood. I still need to do my mood board or my vision board. Some intentions for this year. I know the cliche one of being healthier, but I don't know if you 26, 27-year-olds or people moving to a new city can relate to when you're 26 and you no longer have your parents' health insurance, or when you move to a new city and your doctors are far away. The process of finding new doctors, for me, I dreaded it. I just didn't want to think about it. So not only in my health, in other ways of incorporating more workouts than just running every day, eating better. I've been drinking less throughout the couple years, so that's always on my goals, but is to actually get all of my doctor's appointments. And you know what? I found all my doctors. Already had one of my first appointments this weekend. I also have always struggled with reading. I was actually in a little extra help class in elementary school because I was just behind in reading. And I didn't realize what it was, but now I realize what it was. I thought it was a fun club. No. I couldn't read. What I find that really interests me is self-help books, or just books where I can learn things, because I find entertainment through visual things like movies, YouTube, creating. So I want to read more. So if you have any really great self-help books, that'd be amazing. Please let me know down below. For example, I love Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell. That book, if you haven't read that book, really opens your mind. And that kind of ties into the fact that I want to get off my phone. I find myself mundanely scrolling so much. So if that's at night, instead taking some time to read, in the morning, waking up a little bit earlier so I can still scratch that itch of scrolling, but putting a time limit to it and getting out of bed, because I find that I've been running late this year. Running late to work, always rushing, running late to meeting with friends. And the one thing about me is I hate being late, not only for my anxiety, but I also hate when other people are late. And I think I've tried to depending on who I'm with, accommodate, I know this person's gonna be late, so I'm gonna be late. They don't like that. I don't like that. Or for a first date, or for a date, and you're not communicating to me that, the train blew up and you can't get there in time, or some stupid excuse, just communicate. It's different. This is getting personal. I just don't want to be late anymore. I don't want to feel rushed. I just want to take my time back. And I want to try doing things alone again, because I find comfort in being in a group and hiding in a group. And I think being alone, taking myself out on dates, taking myself to things that I wanted to do, like the movies, a museum, a coffee shop, bringing myself on dates, loving myself a little bit extra this year. And last but not least, there's other things, and I have to make my list of think bigger. I'm going to transform my YouTube channel this year, and I'm going to continue to post my monthly vlog every first of the month. So subscribe, hit the little bell, get ready for the first of the month. But I'm also trying to incorporate maybe a little bit more niched down, because the vlogs are very broad. They're my whole month recap. Niche down a second video each month that will air on the 15th. So the 1st and the 15th, I will be posting new videos. So 2 videos a month for the year of 2025. And then maybe if I'm traveling, I'll sprinkle in a little extra. But you can follow me on my socials. That's where I post. I post about my new YouTube videos that I post. Also, you can just subscribe here. Full notification. Come back on the 1st and the 15th. Mark it on your calendars. I don't know. I'll say it again. It's not too late to start your reflections and intentions and your vision board and taking the time for yourself to set the intention for your year to come. Wishing you all a very healthy, happy, productive, transformative new year. Happy 2025.